So let's come through there. Straight away you can see how beautiful that beef is. That is tremendous. Just look in there. That is 100% perfectly cooked chuck roast into a good roast. Just look at that. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're going to start off a project here. We're going to do some sous-vide roast beef and it will be ready in 24 hours. Now I've got this fantastic 3 kilo piece of chuck roast. Now chuck is notoriously not a good cut of meat for roast dinners. You know, it can be quite tough, but if we sous vide it for 24 hours and then we roast it, it will be fantastic. Now it is quite a decent piece here, look, as you can see, and we've got this lovely solid piece of meat here with like this tail end. Now I'm not going to waste it, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that tail end off there, come through there, because even though it's a tough piece of meat, once it's been sous vide, this tail end can be cut up into little fillet mignon steaks, if you like. And it's got a nice bit of fat on there as well, look. I mean, that is fantastic. Right, this huge piece of chuck roast, I'm going to cut into 3. I'm going to make 3 joints. And what I'll do is cook them all, and then we'll cook 1 for roast and sandwiches or whatever, and 2 will go in the freezer for a later date. So we want to be looking at roughly the same size. That's about there. That's be a nice roast in the oven. So we're just going to come straight through our chuck roast. Now the thing is with chuck roast, it has a fantastic marbling of fat that goes through it. So it's as tough as old boots if you want to try and cook it as a roast straight out. But if you sous vide it, you know, the marbling of the fats in there, look, let's get that off there. That marbling of those fats in there break down and it makes a fantastic tasty roast. Okay, so we want to be coming in there. Now if it stays together all right, we won't have to tie it. If it doesn't stay together, we might have to put a bit of twine round it. But it should be all right because it's going to be sous vide, so with it being vacuum sealed, it's going to clump up anyway. And you really shouldn't cut onto a stainless steel tray, but there you go. Okay, there is our chuck roast. Horrible piece of meat, but fantastic roasted after it's been sous vide. Now I've got some vacuum bags and in we go. Now I'm not going to season the meat in any way whatsoever. I just want to sous vide it as it stands. Now I'm going to do this the wrong way around. Now I've just set myself up. I'm using the Ink Bird Plus vacuum sealer. There's a plug. And all we do is we put that on there the wrong way around. I can't quite see what I'm doing. And we press that down. And we press vac seal. Let it do its own thing. Light gone out, 2 clips, release. That is our vacuum sealed piece of meat. This is a big one. Now I have this set to dry actually. You could set it to moist if you want, but I don't feel it's moist. What I've done, I've quite a long bag, so it's not going to squeeze all the juices all the way up there, you know. Dry vac seal, long way around. It's normally over here if you do it. Now the idea of having the bag so long, it's going to sit in the sous-vide tank and I can just take it out. Two clips. Now it's a fantastic vacuum sealed piece of meat already, so if you wanted to stick that in the freezer and not cook it, you've got your vacuum sealed meat ready to go next time. Okay, now this is my tank that I'm using for sous-vide. Now out here in Asia it's a rice box. Now people have asked me before, where did I get it from? All I've done is cut out, I don't know if you can see that, all I've done is cut out where the sous-vide machine fits. So if you take your sous-vide, and you can see I cut it out, all I did was draw around and make it fit. That is all I did. I just cut it round with a knife. Okay, so what we're going to do is put that in there. Now you can clip it if you so want. Now I've got the water quite low at the moment because there's 3 kilos more meat here and we do not want to overflow it. Now we can put more water in obviously. Now you can pin all these and clip them all up here, not a problem. I'm just going to leave them in there. Now we'll take our lid, we'll put our lid on. Let's put that little one on there. Now the good thing about these boxes is the lids clip on. They're superb. So we have our meat in there. We're just going to go in with our sous-vide machine and I'll bob that all the way in there. Plug it in. Okay, I'm going for a medium cook on this, okay? If you're going to do rare to medium, you set it about 57 degrees. That's about 135 F. Now, if you are setting it for medium like I am, I'm going to set it for 63, which is about 145, thereabouts. Okay, give or take a little bit. So I'm going to set this for 63 degrees. So on with the temperature, and we want to come up to 63. We got 63, and then we want to set the time for 24 hours. So we got 24 hours and 21 minutes. Not to worry, I'm not going to mess around taking the minutes off. So that's going to come up to temperature in there and it's going to cook for 24 hours. That's it. That's our sous-vide. Our beef will be ready 24 hours time. Okay, we're done. It's been in 24 hours. Let's get our sous-vide out of there. Our sous-vide machine. Let's get in here, in our box. Okay, let's get our meat out of here. Ooh, a bit warm. Just look at that. That is perfectly cooked beef roast. Okay, get yourself another tray. Let's move this. Right, we want a joint of beef. Which one do we want to go for? Let's go for this. We need to be coming in here and taking our beef out of there. Now this beef is not going to look very good whatsoever. That is our beef. Right, just put that to one side. Okay, so here's the thing with sous-vide. You've got to give it a good patting down. It has to be dried. If it's not dry, it will not crisp up when we put it in the air fryer or the oven. So give it a really good, nice patting down. It smells absolutely marvellous. I am really not kidding. It smells like roast beef already, and it's not even been roasted. We need to season, lightly season. Bit of salt. And a bit of pepper. Freshly ground black pepper. Get it on there. Oh, fantastic. Now, if you remember, we put this in the sous-vide to do it to medium rare, and I can already see there, look, it's pink inside. It's perfect. When it's roasted, get that seal on there, it's going to be absolutely superb. Now this is going to go in the air fryer. We're going to whack it on, and we're going to get it up to 230. We want that heat and seal in there, you know. It's not going to be cooking in there for any length of time, about 5 to 10 minutes only, to char up the outside of this beef and give it that good sear. That's all it is. We don't have to do anything to it. So in we go. And we want to be setting the time on this for about 10 minutes. That's it. Leave it to cook about 10 minutes, up to 10 minutes actually, between 5 and 10 minutes, up to you. We want a nice sear all around this beef. Don't forget, it's already perfectly cooked to medium inside. We just want that crusty outside, make it look a little bit better before we carve it. There we go. Oh, look at that. That is absolutely superb. And you've still got the fats coming out of there, look. So they've still got that marbling inside there. That is perfect. That is a cracking little piece of beef there. Just enough for dinner. Now we're going to let it rest for about maximum 10 minutes. And then we'll cut a slice. So we need to get some tin foil and loosely cover our hot tray. Loosely cover up, let it sit 10 minutes, and then we can cut some. That's cooled down quite nicely. And we got this lovely beef roast with a lovely sear on the side. And we'll keep those fats in there. That's going to go in the gravy. Now, we've got this beef. And it's a chuck roast, so it's not such a good thing for carving. But it's a delicious piece of meat. It goes all sorts of different ways, but we're just going to cut into it to show you how perfect it is inside. So let's come through there. Straight away you can see how beautiful that beef is. That is tremendous. Just look in there. That is 100% perfectly cooked chuck roast into a good roast. Just look at that. That is absolutely stunning. That is absolutely first class. What does it taste like? Oh, that is amazing. You know, excuse me, the flavour from meat like this, it is just, it's intensified by sous-vide and then roasted. Look at it. It is absolutely perfectly cooked. That is perfectly cooked medium meat. See, this is the difference. You can take a really cheap cut of meat like chuck roast, you can sous vide for 24 hours and you've got a quality piece of beef on your table for a roast dinner. If you like what we're doing, don't forget, smash that like and subscribe, share with your friends, all that kind of stuff. Catch you in the next video.